Well, after a bit of tinkering, I just launched what's its name? I just launched No Zoomer. Instantly, it sounds better, it runs better. I'm gonna stick with this at least for now. So that's what we're gonna do for now, at least. Okay, so well, first of all, well, we've seen it before, but I'm gonna showcase to you guys the how it looks now on No Zoomer. How it looks, how it sounds. Let me know it's all good. Barely played this game. Oh, I've barely even heard of it, Backcountry. Why do I know? Why? Why do I know these things? Where am I? What happened? You have been chosen. I said 1 Middleton. Have you ever heard the story? Over 1,500 victims. Telepathic mechanism hypothesis. Or maybe it's about the devil. No nary game, I am zero. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. 9 hours. That is the time you will have to make your escape. You'll be given to make your escape. Now it is time. Let our game begin. Okay, yeah, that was the most anime and Japanese opening I've seen. Spoiling so much already, really. Why do I know? Okay. So again, I'm reminding you just before we start. You gotta help me with the voices. The entire intro is just off. Dude, you can't understand. It's not spoiling because you can't understand a single thing from whatever that was. You can't. It's gibberish, Japanese gibberish. Anyway, I'm gonna start. You guys are gonna help me with voices and with solving this bullshit. This is a completely blind run. No replays because I'm not gonna replay this 6 times. You saw the whole game thanks to the intro. This game is fiction. In case you were wondering, this game is fiction. All names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this production are fictitious. At the end, there are 9 people. No replay. I don't think so. Well, we'll see. Depends on the. Oh, I forgot to press. It depends on you guys, but I don't think. Are you gonna want to watch me replay this like 6 times or 5 times? Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allahu Akbar. It's nice that they make games that are relevant to our troubles in this day and age. People only exclaim fiction when it's 100% true. That's true that, RT. True that. Aloud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. Ow! Need a voice for Junpei. For now, it's gonna be my voice until you guys throw me something good. With a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. He rolled over and threw out his hand to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air. Junpei's voice is my voice, since he MC. Okay, your choice. With a crack, Junpei's head connected. I thought I was the storyteller, but okay. My voice fits? Sure. Okay. With a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. Oh, right. His balance lost. And his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on. Junpei stumbled down to the cold gray floor. Oh, okay. Oh, god damn it! Gah! What the hell? Junpei glared around the room, still trying to determine where he'd woken up. The fall had shaken the last cobwebs of sleep from his mind, and finally he understood where he'd fallen from. It was bed. It was a bed. Abed. It was Abed. A level 3 bunk bed, in fact. Junpei had fallen, apparently, from the topmost bunk. His shoulder hurt, his knee hurt, his hip hurt, his entire body hurt. He could feel a bump forming on his forehead where he'd slammed it against the low ceiling. He wondered if that bump was the reason he felt his vision wavering a bit, but that seemed unlikely. At first he thought the tremor ran through his legs was just another effect of his rude awakening, but as he looked around he realized it was real. Abed Muhammad Ijul. Anyone else notice that Nono sounds like Fox without the Speed Gonzalez twang? Really, I don't think I sound that much like Fox. I didn't notice it. The whole room was shaking. Was it an earthquake, he wondered? It didn't seem likely. It was shaking far too quickly for an earthquake. Then again, Junpei had no idea what it was, if not an earthquake. He tried to tell himself it was important. What's on the menu? Oh, I can't access the menu. Oh, there you go. So I can save. Okay, later. Also, I don't think I'm gonna do save states, just to make it more fun and realistic. Junpei rubbed the growing bump on his head and gingerly climbed to his feet. His balance regained, he finally took his first good look around the room. Yeah, I know. I'm hardcore. I'm hardcore, Wada. And muttered to himself, "Where am I?" His pain momentarily forgotten in the face of the confusion of his circumstances, Junpei looked around the room once again. Say it's if even work? I don't know, cause I'm not sure if I even used them. Maybe only in Phoenix Wright. Oh well. Minutes passed while Junpei struggled to get his bearings. Then, as suddenly as they had begun, the tremors ceased. A cold silence fell over the room. That's not a silence. From somewhere far away, Junpei could hear the sound of metal squeaking. He felt his stomach tighten. There were 1,000 things that the sound could have been, but none of the things he could think of were good. Is that correct English? In an attempt to distract himself, Junpei looked around the room once more. There was a stove that looked more antique than functional. The 3-level bunk bed had mattresses that were so thin they were little more than blankets. On the other side of the room was an identical bed, and set in the wall between the beds was a slightly dirty iron door. The first thing Junpei noticed about the door was the number roughly emblazoned across it. On the surface of the door in red paint, someone had written 5. 5? What's this 5 mean? Suspicious and still utterly confused, Junpei approached the door, slowly. Standing, this is all gonna be in the test, by the way, guys. Remember what number was on Junpei's door. It's gonna be on the test. Standing at last in front of the door, Junpei grabbed a hold of the L-shaped handle. A push yielded no movement, and a pull the same result. Good job, Wada. Awesome, go golf. A few more tries cemented the truth in Junpei's mind. It wouldn't open. It didn't matter how much he pushed and shoved, the handle wouldn't budge. Raptor Tricky wins this round. Next to the door was an odd-looking device that reminded Junpei of a card reader. It didn't take a genius to figure out that the odd-looking device was keeping the door shut. Junpei knocked hard on the door. Hey! Hello? Is anyone there? Open the door! There was no response. Junpei threw his left fist into the door. and stopped. What the hell is this? He wasn't really... It feels like a radio show that I'm doing, like a solo radio play or something. He wasn't really sure what else to say. On his left wrist was a bracelet of a sort he'd never seen before. In the center was a large LCD display. It's not a door? Chua, that's a spoiler, dude. Gotta put that in a spoiler. It looked like nothing else so much as a watch, but it clearly wasn't that. After all, it showed only a single number. 5. I wear a watch, Wada. It's not, it's analog too. It's not digital. That's the same as the door. True, the numbers were the same, but he had no idea what that might mean. All he knew was that it was strange and new, and he wanted it off. Check my Pokemon's bonding level. Junpei flipped his hand over as if to remove a watch, but the other side of the bracelet was solid. No buckle, no clasp, nothing. He sighed and flipped the watch back over. There were a number of rivets around the rim of the face. Perhaps... He pushed them, but nothing happened. On a watch, they might be dials for adjusting date or time, but on this bracelet, they did nothing. Cut off hand. Yeah, this is basically Saw, isn't it? I've never seen any of the movies, but it seems like basically Saw. Digimon popped out. Junpei was at a loss. What was he going to do? Growing more desperate, he began to tug at it. However... Damn! Ugh, it's no good. Damn thing won't come off. A steel ring ran from the face around Junpei's wrist and back to the face. He wouldn't be pulling the bracelet off any time in the near future. What the hell is the deal with this thing? Frustration and desperation were beginning to mix as the reality of the situation began to dawn fully on Junpei. Well, basically, you're trapped in a room, you can't get out, you have a clue. It seems like you need to chop your arm off, so I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen the movies. Just the premise seems similar. So much was happening, and none of it made sense. Junpei felt as though he were about to explode. Where am I? And why the hell am I here? Why? Why? What the hell happened to me? It was at that moment that he noticed the window. The window was round, rimmed in riveted brass, like a window from an early 20th century ship. What? Wait, am I in a ship? Junpei walked slowly towards the window. He could see nothing beyond it but thick, impenetrable darkness. Sans at the window. Junpei squinted, trying to see something, anything. It was at that moment... Oh no. What the? You gotta be kidding me! What the hell is going on here? Exactly, Wada. A crack split in the glass of the window, and for a moment Junpei stared at it. Then the window burst. The water began to pour into the room. What the hell? God damn it! Junpei yelled and spun around. His feet slipped on the water already coming through the window. He ran for the door. Knock knock. Hey! Anyone? Is anyone there? Come on, if you're there, say something! There was no reply. Bad ending, yeah, already fucked it up. As Junpei screamed and pounded on the door, the water began to rise. It was now ankle deep on the floor and rising quickly toward his knees. Things were not looking good for Junpei. Not good at all. He needed to find a way out, and quickly. Junpei ran a hand across his forehead, brushing the sweat out of his eyes, and looked around the room. Beds, door, window. Huh? Seek a way out! Wet socks, worse than death. Okay. Operations during an escape. Okay, this is also gonna be on the test, guys. Pay attention. Take your socks off. Okay. During an escape, you can move to different parts of the room by touching myself, the bottom screen. Okay. Since many areas require very exact selection, we recommend you use the stylus. Searching during an escape. During an escape, you can touch the background to search anywhere in the room. Areas you can investigate will be highlighted in yellow the moment you touch them. Professor Layton and the sinking ship, exactly. Depending on the nature of the location you touch, you might find an item or a hint. Begin searching by touching places on the bottom screen. How to move. Touch the triangle icon at the bottom screen. Doing so will change the viewing angle of the room and move you to different locations. You can do the same thing by pressing left, right, down, and down on the control pad. Bird's eye view. If you want to know where you are, touch X on the camera icon on the bottom screen. Bottom screen. This will show you where you are and what direction you're facing. Yeah, LucasArts would be proud. Saving during an escape. Pressing start will allow you to save. If you want to quit, we recommend pressing start. Okay, that's not confusing at all. Purpose of the escape, not to survive. The purpose of each escape is to get out of the room. How you do depends on the room. You'll need to search all throughout the room to discover what you'll need to do to get out. Oh, nice, Chua. Don't be careful, Chua. You don't want to scare it away. Search for hints and items that may help you find a way out. Okay. Here we go. So, water just keeps pouring through the window. It's like a waterfall. I don't think shoving something into the window is gonna stop the water. In other words, if I don't want to die, I need to find a way out of this room. Okay, so can't stop it. I have to figure this out. Okay, let's see. What's over here? How do I do this? What's all this? Oh, that's all the same. Okay. Kettle. Anything inside? Oh! There's a key! Huh, looks like there is. Yes. A key. Yes, fucker! This is so slow. Yes, there's a little blue key at the bottom of the pod. Odd. About items. Okay. During an escape, investigating certain parts of the room will allow you to obtain items. Once you've obtained an item, you'll be able to go to the item screen. Touching L item on the top left will take you to the item screen. While on the item screen, you will be able to investigate, hold, and combine items that you found. Fill color with air, drink it underwater. If you want to investigate an item you found, touch the icon for that item in the item screen. No, well, this is video game time, Wada. And then touch search in the top right corner of the what? I lost. Okay, search. This key's pretty small. Definitely not for a door. What's it for then? The key's blue. Is it supposed to open something else blue? Huh. I don't see anything. Okay, back. Investigating with an item. Touch an item while on the item screen to select that item. While an item is selected, touching L or back will return you to the room. Investigation screen. Doing his hipster shit, Kitty. If you look down at the bottom left corner of the bottom screen, you should see... Yeah, this is so confusing. This shows that you are holding the item. If you hold an item while investigating the room, you may trigger a reaction. Investigating suspicious areas with different items to see if anything happens. Pressing up on the control pad will select another item for you to hold. Okay, anyway, going back, let's search the beds now. This is the middle bunk of the bunk bed. Oh! No dice, it's Loctite. What about the... Let's see if there's anything in the keyhole. Ah! What happens if I put this blue key in the keyhole? And nothing. Guess I'm gonna need some sort of code for the dial. Oh my god, mini games. During an escape, your investigation may trigger one of several mini games. All operations for the mini games are done by touching the bottom screen. Some many games will require you to manipulate something, and others will only require you to apply the objects or touch the right thing. Okay. Operation instructions. Touching the dial will cause it to move to the next number. 1337 6969. Enter 4 numbers this way and then touch the key. If the numbers are correct, it will unlock. Well, I guess I gotta find out it first. We'll find it out first. 1 3. Shit. No, I can't. 3. What? Oh, it doesn't go up to 7. Shit. 6. Oh, it doesn't go up to that. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Nothing. I'm gonna go back. I got it. There's probably. Damn it! Open, you stupid thing! I don't think it's gonna open if I whack it on the wall a couple of times. Might make me feel better. He's super chill. He's not worried at all. Not gonna help though. Alright, Junpei, don't freak out. Keep it cool and look around for some more clues. Okay, what about the top bunk? Oh, right, it's up. Back. What about the top bunk? There's a pipe at the other end of the bed. There's nothing up top. What do you mean the other end of the bed? Where? Over here. What is this? Oh, what the? Is that? What? What just happened? I found a red key? Okay. A small red key. Okay. Nothing on it, I guess. Because I gotta find a red suitcase now. Junpei grabbed the key and shoved it into his ass. He intended to leave immediately, but something stopped him. His reflection stared back at him from the mirror, but he had scarcely recognized himself. What's up with my face? That's what we hear in the oh, what's a maror? Go golf. What's a maror? What's up with my face? His face was, his confusion was well justified. His face was drawn and pale, and the dark circles under his eyes made him look as though he was nearly dead. Oh, a soul glass! Okay, soul glass. Man, what the hell happened to me? How did I end up here? Even as he said it, something in his mind opened, and a memory bobbed to the surface. It was the last thing Junpei remembered before waking up in the strange room. It was past midnight when he came home. Junpei shuffled up the stairs and opened the door to apartment 201. Inside was his apartment, a small one-bedroom affair that ran him about $630 a month. He moved into it when he entered college, and so far he'd been there for 3 years and 7 months. He stepped inside and turned on the lights. The fluorescent lights on the ceiling blinked and flickered slowly to life, as if waking from a deep slumber. The cold light illuminated the landscape he'd come home to so many times before. Everything was as he'd left it. The magazines piled up in the corner, the textbooks collecting dust, the CD cases covering the floor, the jeans and t-shirt he'd worn the day before, then tossed onto the floor. He's from America? How do you know that? Oh, dollars. I think that's just the translation, dude. There was one thing that didn't belong, however. There was a breeze. Typical college student room. Breath of cold night air wafted into his apartment, carrying the smells of autumn with them. The white curtain framing his window swayed gently in the wind. Huh, that's weird. Did I leave that open? Junpei walked toward the window, trying to remember if he closed it or not before he left. One of the panes was hanging open. Stuck his head out and looked around. He stuck his head out. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Junpei shrugged. He must have just left it open earlier. He closed the window. Then it happened. What? Junpei turned and found himself face to mask with a man dressed all in black. The man wore a deep hood and a bulky gas mask. His face was entirely hidden. Junpei tried to scream, but all he could manage was a strangled croak. Ribbit. He tried to step towards the man, but his legs could no longer support his weight. Kylo Ren. Junpei collapsed to the floor, a crumpled heap of limbs like a discarded puppet. Too late, he noticed white smoke that was quickly filling his apartment. Relax your anus. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do more of that, bats. A small object, shaped distressingly like a grenade, sat on the floor in front of his face, hissing. The white smoke poured out of it at an incredible rate. The smoke had grown so thick that the details of Junpei's apartment began to fade into the white haze. This is like an actual whole fucking book worth of text in this game. Not complaining, but just saying. He could feel his mind begin to fade as well, a white haze that was not the smoke creeping into the edges of his vision. Ooh, I need a voice for Mystery Man. For now it's gonna be, I think, since he has a mask, it could be a Bane. Consider this a privilege. You have been chosen. A rasping voice wormed its way out of the gas mask. It was cold and harsh and distorted in some way Junpei couldn't put his finger on. You are going to participate in a game. Well, I'm trying. I'm putting my hand over my mouth. That's the best I got. I'll try. I'll try to do better. You are going to... I don't know. How does the voice changer sound like? Whatever. The Bane voice? Okay. The Nonary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line. That was the last thing Junpei remembered. The white smoke... Did you hear me with a hand over my mouth? It wasn't too muffled? Of course. It would be extremely painful for you. I don't remember how he actually says it. Okay, you got it, Bats. The white smoke overpowered him. The masked man faded from his vision, and he felt his consciousness fall away into the white mist. Someone else sound like CIA. We'll see. Well, I sound like CIA, don't I? That's right. The guy with the gas mask. Very well, I'll try to do it, oh no, I'll try and figure it out later. Sure. That son of a bitch must have taken me here. As to who the man was, or might have been, Junpei had no idea. I'm still about to die, and everything, you know. Indeed, he wasn't even sure that his assailant had been a man. The voice had been cold and mechanical, likely passed through a voice changer, and the body had been covered in a thick cloak. Who was the man in the mask? You have been chosen. Was that better? Junpei remembered that much, but what it might mean, that was beyond him. Junpei had no idea where he was or why he was there. The only one thing from his memory that seemed important. You are going to participate in a game. The Nonary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line. That's fun to do, actually. The Nonary game, huh? What the hell is a Nonary game? God damn it! With a yell, Junpei drove his fist into the mirror. Okay, we're about to die again. Let's see. So I'm done with the mirror, I guess. Anything here? There's nothing left on the mirror. Okay, we need to find the code. Could be 5555 maybe, right? Let's look around here first. What's this? Ooh, a note from bulletin board. That doesn't mean shit to me. The note's got triangle in red and triangle in blue. Okay, this means nothing right now. Maybe, I don't know. What's this? Picture frame. Anything in it? An old picture frame. There's a picture of a ship in it. There's screws keeping the back. Yeah, I figured as much. I could probably... Oh, I can't do anything? I guess I need a screwdriver or something. Doesn't seem like there's anything hidden in the sink. Well, I could open the sink and maybe then the water from the window will go... well, it will counteract to the waters from the window. This is the only drain in this room. Okay, that's it, I guess. Towel? There's a towel next to the sink. Nothing. Okay. Pipes. It's a pipe. I know! I'll crawl into the pipe and find a way out! There's nobody here to make fun of my lame jokes. Smash it, you cook? No, I can't. Don't worry about that. Okay. Man, this sucks. Okay, yeah, keep doing dumb jokes. What's that? There's a pair of simple chairs next to the table. The water's already up to the chair! Oh no! Anything in there? The door to the stove. Well, it opens easily enough. Sure, where's the door? Get out of here. Was it this easy to open? Wow, he just never stops talking. No offense, but I know, but you should probably die if you find yourself in a situation. No, I will not! Solves the mystery of whether or not the stove has been used before. What's this? It looks red. Ooh, a screwdriver! I'm gonna combine this with a picture frame! Yes. Well, the screwdriver got the screws up easily enough, and here's a picture. Picture of an old line cruiser. Ooh! Ooh! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Excellent! This is the code I needed. How do I flip it? God... Ah, damn. Just... flip... Okay, good. Okay, can I combine this with this? That'll make it simpler? No, fuck it. Back. Okay, so I got... Okay, okay. Such puzzle. Much solve. It starts... Oh, okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Red... Okay. It's 7... 7... 4... 7 4 no 7 4 shit, shut up. You're already drowned. No, I'm not drowned. 7 4, what's it afterwards? 7 4 6 5. 7 4 6 5. Thank you. Combining items. Okay, I already did that. You take two items and find and combine them. Let me turn to something else. I probably want to have a text editor nearby to shoot. I got you guys for that, right? Don't worry, Golf. That's why I got. That's why I'm streaming to people, so they can keep track of stuff for me. To do this, select an item on the item screen and touch combine on the top part. Okay. Select second item, touch combining. Two items could be combined. You will receive a new item. Excellent. Yeah, I'm sure you guys won't troll me or anything. If they cannot be combined, nothing will happen. Okay, let's go back. Okay, I want to go back to this. Okay, let's take it out. Put the key in. No, I want to take the key out. Now I just need to enter the right numbers and... Operation instructions. Touching the dial will cause... Well, I know that already. 4 numbers this way. It will unlock. Okay, what was it again? 7 4 6... No. 7 4 6 5. 4 6 5. Now I think I gotta do the... That's what I thought. I need the red key. I think I need to use the red key and then... Okay, I put the key in. No! I need the... I think I need the red key though. God damn it, I realized it. You don't know fashion. I guess you're right. Fuck, okay. It's gonna be faster for me to look for clues. Plugging in random numbers just gonna get me nowhere fast. Just to find the right number and turn the key. The briefcase should open. Yeah, I realized that, but... Okay, let's look at this again. So I got this. It can't be the other way around, can it? Maybe it's the other way around. It's not like... It's not left to right. Oh my god, I hate turning this thing. It's a red herring? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything left in the room for me to look for. Oh, I didn't look at the door, actually, which is probably the first thing I should have done. What's this? I guess that's a lever, huh? Maybe if I pull it. Well, it looks like the pulling on the lever just makes weird noises. Great. I don't know why they're conveniently red and blue. Well, I tried the red key. Just didn't put the number. That's what I did. Okay, well, that's good, I think, because you finished it. Light's still red. The display hasn't changed. Damn it. Why the hell isn't this thing opening? The glue on the side of this thing looks like it's made out of key cards swiped through it or something like that. Maybe if I can find a card, I can unlock this thing. So that's what I need. Door 5. 5, huh? What does that mean? Okay, afraid of the door with brute force. I wish. Okay, so let's try this again. Shit, okay. Whatever. What was it? I guess I'm going to have to find the right 4 numbers. Well, I already found them! Stop telling me the instructions. Did all the beds? I did! I thought I did at least. Or maybe I didn't look at the bottom one. Apparently I can't die, so I'm much more chill now. Or did I? Let's see. Oh, you can't do it, okay. Oh right, I keep forgetting it's on the right. I should click on the left. Can't see the bottom of the ladder. Oh man, the water's already up to the bottom of the bed. I've got to hurry this up. Can't keep looking till the cows come home. All I'm gonna find is that pillow. Damn it! Isn't there anything else I can use? What about nothing under the pillows? Blue briefcase on top of the bed. There's some pipes down at the other end of the bed. Huh? Oh! How did I do that? Okay, well that was just like the briefcase. Yep, there's the lock on this one too, and it's not opening. Okay, let's try it here. First of all, let's try the key. Alright, let's stick the red key in there. It's not opening. In fact, it's not doing anything at all. Well, alright, I take that back. I guess I can move the dial now. Another look through the room. Well, I did find this now. Looks put the key in the right numbers and turn the key. I do that. This thing should pop right open. Let's give it a shot. Well, let's try this again. Oh my god, why does it keep telling me the instructions? Also, I should have peed before I started this stream. Okay, what was it again? It was, hold on, 7465. 7465. Nothing. 7474 maybe? 7474 7447, because those are the numbers that are. Oh, I can't investigate room more. Okay, damn it, it's not opening. Wonder if anything I got might have a hint. I think it should open if I put in the right numbers and turn the key. What if you mixed up the colors, but I didn't? I don't think I did. Check the bed, but I did! Okay, checking the bed, checking the bed. Some pipes down at the other end of the bed. What do you mean, these pipes? Or like, over here? Man, this is pretty poor excuse for a bed. There's barely any space between the bed and the ceiling. I don't think it'd even have enough space to turn over. I'd bet money this was for poor passengers or maybe the ship's crew. I'm trying the other side. I've gotta die someday, but I sure as hell don't want it to be here. Other side of the bed. Like that side? I'm trying. Damn it. 7400 and 0065. Right side of the room. I can't advance. Hold on. What if I... Can I... Oh. No. Okay. Well, I can move, right? Doesn't let me move. I'm Oh, right. I'm clicking. No. Oh! This bed. I didn't even notice there's another bed. I'm so stupid. Sorry. Like the other bunks. Yeah, I just saw that now. Ceiling can get to all 3 bunks. Well, worst case scenario, I can just climb up there. Yeah, right. Like that's gonna work. I can't bring myself to call this a bed. It feels like a board with a sheet on it. It's pretty flat. Oh. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so I got 2 now. So I got from blue to red and from red to blue. Okay, that's good. Doesn't look very comfortable. Let's go back and check the other ones. No, not that. All I can see from down here is the underside of the top bunk. It's pretty high up there. I'm guessing I can't... I can reach this bunk. Might as well look through it. Huh. Damn. Nothing here. Okay, so there's nothing. So, I got... You can figure it out from here. Well, that's a bit too much confidence in me, I think. Okay, so we can go from red to... From blue to red. Or from red to blue. How do I go from red to blue or blue to red? I guess... Well, I guess I might just try these numbers now, too. Like the new one. I might as well try the same numbers. So, what is it? 0 to... Which one? Oh! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! I got it! I got it! I got it now! I got it! Okay, that's good. I got it. So blue is 0. It's just each one is half. Okay, so it's not transitioning. It's just half of the code. So 0 to 6 5 0 2 6 5. Okay. 0. Okay, let's do it. Come on. 0 2. Fuck, I forgot it. 0 2. What? 6 5, I think. 6 5. What? Huh? What the fuck? 0 2 6. There's no 9 though. It goes up to 5. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna try the red one. Have I got anything blue? Well, there was that note on the red. Oh, thanks. I didn't think of that. No, the last digit wasn't a 9. Let's look again. Okay, blue. Start with 0 2 6 5 0 2 6 5. That's what I tried. Oh, it's 3. It's 3. Why did I think it was 5? Because it looks like 5. It looked for a bit like 5. Why did I think it was? It's 3. 0 2 6 3. Why did I think it was 5? It looked like a 5, but it was just a bad graphics. 0 2 6 3. Yes. Geometry is hard. Alright, let's see if these numbers work. I turn up the key and... Hey! Looks like it's working! Yes! Alright, let's open it up. Yes! It opened! Looks like there's something in here. What is this? A file? File screen. If you find any documents or notes during an escape, the information on them will be available from the file screen. You still love me? Okay. Turn on the file screen, touch the file in the top right corner of this bottom screen. Once the file screen, select files by touching them or by pressing Control Pad. If you touch search, the contents of the file you selected will be displayed on the upper screen. Alright, let's see what's in this file. Huh. Digital root. Contains my original Sonic fanfic. Let's see here. Compute a digital root with the following steps. I'm bad at math. First, add all the numbers in question to one another. If you end up with something greater than a single-digit number, add it. I'm already confused. Add the digits to one another. For instance, if you have a double-digit number, add the number to in the tens place. No, I got that. We're in the ones place. Keep adding the digits in this manner until you have a single-digit answer. The final single digit is your digital root. Example: the digital root of 679 would be what? Like 6 plus 7 plus 9 is 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, so it's 3. Therefore, the digital root of 679 is 3. So maybe I gotta find something with a digital root being 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 1 plus 2 is 10. It's 1. Okay. For the digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 is 1. So just keep adding numbers until you get a single digit number. Oh, it looks like there's something on the back of this thing. A notebook, a pen, a calculator, and a stack of key cards. Huh. Oh, blue key cards. Cool, that's cool. Anything special? Looks like some key cards. Yeah, there is dyslexia for numbers, but I don't have it, dude. Dyscalculia, I don't have dyscalculia, not that I know of. It's more like fear of maths. There's a number written on each card. I know this is a 6, Gogolf, I know it. 6, 7, 8. Does that mean something? Okay, well, we'll figure out all that later. New material has been added to the file screen. Calculator. Oh my god! Calculator screen can be used during an escape or during a novel sequence. During an escape, you can access it by pressing Y. This will open the calculator screen. To open the calculator, open the bottom screen. When using the calculator, the numbers on the top are the numbers on the bottom are your answer. Okay. What if it's a 9 backwards? Could be a 9. It could be. You're right. The calculator can also calculate a digital root which will be important to the progression of the story. Thank you. Let's look at the file. A digital root is control. Okay, so this is all the tips. Oh, okay. It just has everything I know about everything. Okay, right. Okay, let's go back and open the other one now. I bet here. Yeah, for the calculator, I will. Okay, so what was? Okay, first one. Actually, I'll do it here. First one is okay. 7, 4, 7, 4, 8, 5. 7, 4, 8, 5. Okay. Man, I really gotta pee. It's gonna give me instructions again, but I already solved the other one. 7, 4, 8, 5. 7, 4, 8, 5. 7, 4, 8, 5. 7, 4. Shit. 8, 5. Yes. I don't think I can drown in this game. Yes! I unlocked it! It's opening. Cool, more cards. Which one of these? Probably 1, 2, 3. These look like key cards. There's a number on each one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my guess is I gotta use the right cards on the card thing so the digital root is 5. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. How did I reach? What's? Oh, okay. So here's my calculator. Digital root. Okay, so no. Go back. Wait, what? Shit is there. I didn't get any. What are you talking about? Summon him. Okay, so we need to find digital root of 5 from, I'm guessing, from these cards, which go, what did they go? 1 through 3 and 6, 7, 8, right? 6 through 8. Okay, I guess we'll just we can just try numbers for now. 1, 2, 3, 6. T 2, 1, 3, 6. Oh, it's always gonna be, I bet. 6, 2, 1, 9. Oh, so that's how I enter all the. Okay. Yeah, left is top screen. Yeah, because it's better than watching them, you know, one on top of the other. Hold on, hold on. I'm bad at maths. Dyscalculia and all of that. Door. What about door? No, I cannot into math. Yeah, I know, it's a 5. Okay, I'm going to the door. I'm right here. I gotta use the right cards though. The door does a better job of explaining it? What are you talking about? The switch? Yeah, I know, but I gotta know these cards with numbers on them. Pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to use them. Alright, let's slide this card and see if it works. And, well, of course not. I already know it won't. What? Oh, okay. Huh? It's not working? Why? Damn it. No, that's right. I still have cards I haven't used. What, so I'll use all of them? No matter how many times I try this, it won't do squat with just blue cards. I'm going to make this work. I get some different cards. Like red cards. Damn it. Not again. There aren't any more cards in here. I've only got one other hint. Of course! The files. The file said something about a digital... Well, I know all this. I figured it out already. A digital root. The digital root, huh? What am I supposed to do with... There's a 5 on that door. Do I have to get a digital root of 5? I'm not really sure about this. Whatever. I'm gonna die. It's worth a shot. Let's see if this works. I'll just slide the cards that give me the digital root of 5 through the reader. Operation instructions. Touch 3 cards to select them. The digital root of the selected cards will be displayed on the top screen. Touching reset will deselect all currently selected cards. After you've selected 3 cards, touch the device. Okay, well, let's just go for it then. 1, 2, no. Reset. Yeah, this is easier, I guess. It's always 9. Why is it always 9? 3. It's always 6. It's always 3. Yeah, now I can mess around more. Can be pretty patronizing, pretty much flower, assuming the player's next to brain dead. Well, sometimes that's a good thing for me as a player. Blah. No. I'm just gonna do shapes. 7. 2. 2. Where's 5 though? It's probably 1, 6. Oh, good job, Toombi. Let's go. Let's do this. Woohoo! Yeah, Chua, they expanded earlier. They said it's what it was gonna be on the test. Alright, I think this is gonna work. There we go. That's a new noise. Huh? Did it just unlock? Well, that light was red and now it's blue. No doubt about it. There's nothing keeping me in here now. Just me keeping talking to myself while slowly drowning to my death. Try refreshing, Chua. There's nothing. Time to go! I'll go then, I guess. Ooh, we Resident Evil now. You found it. Accompanied by a wall of angry water, Junpei shot out of the room and into the opposing wall. Gasping to catch his breath, he looked around. He was in a narrow hallway. The water that had followed him out of the room was rapidly pouring out of the door. It flowed quickly down the hallway and slammed into the foot of the short flight of stairs. Just 5 steps, in fact. And at the top of this short staircase... a door! Another door! Junpei leapt up the stairs, straight for the door. But it's locked. Ah, the door burst open, and Junpei exploded out of it, only to freeze in his tracks. What other possible responses could there have been to what he saw? What the hell? His voice trailed off, and all he could do was stare. A polished floor stretched out before him, ornate staircases rising up from the edges, each one of them equidistant from the others. The stairs and pillars were solid wood, and Art Nouveau embellishments and decorations covered the walls and pillars. Time for voice acting? I'm gonna pee soon, so... get ready to suggest me a voice. It looked like nothing so much as the entrance to a luxurious mansion from the early 1900s. So it's Titanic, okay. Junpei couldn't help but wonder. Oh, see ya, Dolan. Was he really in a ship? The water quickly filling the hallway behind him suggested that yes, he was. Okay, see ya, bats. As he looked, a fresh wave rolled out of the room he'd been in, gathering speed as it moved towards the stairs. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is totally a boat. Wait, what the hell? A wave? Shit! I gotta get out of here! Junpei spun around, his wet shoes squeaking in protest on the polished floor, and ran towards the tremendous staircase in front of him. C deck. B deck. As he ran, he glanced quickly at the plates mounted on the wall, denoting the decks of the ship. He took the stairs 2 at a time, not entirely sure where he would find himself. Just as he began to wonder where, in fact, the stairs did lead, Junpei saw another person out of the corner of his eye. He stopped short, nearly tripping over the next stair, and looked. It wasn't just one person he'd seen. On the landing to the top left of the stairs, there were 4 people staring at him. And on the right, 3 more. All told, there were 7 of them. I knew it! It was Titanic! Thank you, Gahor. It looked as though they had been on their way down the stairs. They'd stopped short when they saw Junpei, their eyes wide. He'd done the same, of course, and now they stood there staring at one another. Yeah, both ships sank, I guess. Wada. Junpei didn't move. 1 foot placed awkwardly on the next step, the middle of a stride. Who were these people? This entire interaction lasted only a matter of seconds. The woman spoke to Junpei, and time began to move again. Okay, need a voice for this chick. Guess there's another one of us now. Any suggestions? You know what? You write your suggestions. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Friend Rasher. I don't exactly know how Roseanne Barr or Rosie O'Donnell sound like. You could send me a sample, but I can't do Friend Rasher. I can't do something like that. Middle-aged woman sounds like. Yeah, Roseanne. Friend Rasher is sort of a middle-aged woman, right? I think I could do that. 40-year-old belly dancer. Yeah, I washed my hands. No, of course not. No time. We're gonna sing. I did not wash my hands. Fuck you guys. I guess there's another one of us now. That's okay. It's more of a Steve Urkel voice, but it's basically the same. Steve Urkel and Friend Rasher. Could practice on it more. And make it more, I don't know, Brooklyn Jewish. The woman was dressed, Junpei thought, rather like a dancer. Her clothes covered very little, and her prodigious jewelry little more. Also, Friend Rasher has huge tits, so that also works. Hey, yo, come on! Hurry! With no further ceremony, she ran straight past Junpei and towards the doors behind him. The sudden proximity of a woman with such striking assets left Junpei momentarily stunned. But the others wasted no time and quickly followed the strange woman. The first to pass Junpei was a young man with silver hair. He threw a quick glance in Junpei's direction and as he ran, muttering, "Need a voice for Silver? Anybody got a voice for Silver?" Okay, so I need to remember that dancer is Friend Rasher. Junpei is me. Silver is this kid a fuck? That doesn't mean anything to me. Wada. This kid a fuck. Skater boy? So like a dude? Or emo boy? Okay, skater boy or emo boy. I could do it like a dude. Huh. One of us, huh? Like a surfer boy? Surfer guy? Or is that too much? Could make him just a bit wimpy. Oh, Scribble's here. Huh. One of us, huh? Like a bitchy teenager or something. Following him was an older man, his face calm and without fear. Soft wrinkles sprouted from his eyes, and he came close enough as he passed for Junpei to see wisps of gray in his hair. His composure and shock of hair struck Junpei as rather that of an elderly lion. Lion. Going up won't do you any good. Is this actually Snake? Is this Snake? I'm not sure. Okay, so what voice are we gonna do for Lion? Something. It could be something, I don't know. It could be something calm. It could be either, I don't know, it could be an accent, could be an impression, a stereotype of some sort. Any ideas at all? If not, I'm gonna just skip him and I'll have to figure out something later. I'll have my gruff detective. Going up won't do you no good. There are 2 doors, but neither of them will open. Next to speak was a girl with pink hair and a high voice. Come on! Come on! Could be something like that. It could be a super low voice just for just to make it funny. Like it did in Phoenix Wright. It could be come on. Come on. Come on! Squeaky as shit! Come on! Okay. My throat is gonna die from that. I could do that. This is squeaky as shit. Aren't you coming? You gotta hurry! Her small hand was wrapped around the wrist of another man. Or is that too much? I don't know. That hurts? Okay, I could do it just try to do it like I did it before. His eyes were closed, almost as though he were sleeping. His features were graceful, almost serene. Almost choke on your water? Is that good, Toomby, or not? Should I do it like really squeaky or like semi-squeaky? This guy should sound like Edgeworth. Got it. So fancy British. His features were graceful, almost serene, and he was dressed rather elegantly for someone his age. Something about his posture seemed very refined, and Junpei couldn't help feeling he was noble and dignified somehow. He'd certainly never seen one, but this man seemed like what Junpei had always imagined a prince would look like. Or pains me less. We'll see. We'll see how long my throat can last. That's 9 of us then. All of the cards are in hand. What does all of the cards are in hand mean? He wondered. Junpei opened his mouth to ask what the other man had meant, but the girl with pink hair rushed past them, and they were gone. He turned just in time to see two more people running toward him. One of them had hair like a bird's nest and looked as though a stiff breeze might topple him. And the other was a veritable mountain of a man. The scrawny one said nothing and sculled past Junpei as though he were running for something. And mountain. Steve Urkel? But Steve Urkel is sort of Fran Drescher, and I'm already doing Fran Drescher. Hey, well, I can do it like more geeky. And try to do Fran Drescher more Jewishy and feminine. Mountain is just a tough guy. Jamal from the Liquor Factory. Something like this. Mountain should have a soft voice. Very soft and gentle. Hey, I could do it like the back that ass up voice. Hey, what the hell are you doing just standing there for? Or I could do it like a black guy voice, like a deep black full like, hey, what the hell are you doing just stand there for? So tough voice, tough deep voice, or a wimpy, like a tough deep voice. Like Moose of the North said, Jamal from the Malt Liquor Factory, like always super aggressive. Or probably closest, Dreamer's Choice. Well, it's more fun for me to do the aggressive black guy voice, so I'm gonna do that. It's also quick. Hey, what the hell are you just standing there for? Did you hear him? The doors on A-deck are no good. Close to his personality? Okay. We gotta check the doors on B-deck. Got it. Now go! Before he had a chance to respond, the man laid a massive hand on Junpei's shoulder. With no more effort than Junpei would have used to brush aside a fly, the man shoved him out of the way. Whoa! Thrown off balance by the man and recent events, it took Junpei a few steps to get his bearings. Black Sunshine, is that a reference, Wada, for what I should do him like? Can't pay, but get all the liquor you want. Should I listen to that, Wada? Okay. He finally regained his balance and looked up at what the other 7 had been running toward. There were 2 pairs of large iron doors set into the wall in front of him. They looked quite sturdy, and each had handles jutting from them. Written across the surface of each door in red paint was a number. The door on the right had a 4. And the door on the left had a 5. Time to learn the base of this game? Okay. Silver. What was Silver's voice? I forgot. Silver... Oh, Silver was the emo kid. They're the same! The guy Junpei has decided to call Silver was mumbling to himself. The rumor just woke up and had a number on the door, just like that. That's my bratty teenager voice, I don't know. You too, eh? With an arched eyebrow, the lion looked over at Silver. I saw the same. A number up on the door. I opened it, ran down the hallway outside, and found myself in a rather grand room. Full of stairs, as I suspect did the rest of you. As though the floodgates had been opened, they all began to talk at once. Me too. I did that. I don't know. I did too. Me too. Yeah, door with a number on it. Soon became clear that each one of them had awoken in a room with a locked door and solved the puzzle to escape. they'd all ended up in the same room, almost as though they'd been guided there.
Yes, well, we all saw the same thing. That's not important. We need to hurry.
Yeah, I think I know. Yeah, you don't think I know that? You think I don't know that, lady? Before the dancer had time to finish, Silver was already running. He grabbed a hold of the door labeled 5 and pulled. However,
Fuck! It's not opening! This damn thing won't even budge!
move! You're in the way! The mountain grabbed Silver's shoulder and tossed him aside. His path cleared, he took a few steps back and then threw himself out the door. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. The door shook as his body slammed into it, but showed no signs of breaking or opening. The man threw himself at the door again. Junpei turned towards door 4. Next to the door on the wall was a small box. It looked just like the one he had seen in his room next to that door. If it was the same, then this door was likely locked as well. Still, he had to check. Junpei grabbed the handle and threw all of his weight onto it. It was locked as tight as the door next to it, as he'd suspected. Damn it! Junpei punched the door, it did not respond. Well, it better not. Were these the only doors, he wondered? He'd barely finished as the thought when the sea deck plate he'd passed on his way up sprang unbidden to his mind. His body moved before he had time to think. Junpei turned and ran back towards the stairs. Awesome, Toombi. He had scarcely taken a step when, at the top of the stairs, next to an ornate clock embedded on the wall, he saw a person. Oh, it was a girl. Well, gonna need another voice here. She looked to be the same age as Junpei. He froze, unable to look away from her face. He wasn't confounded by her beauty, or something equally silly. No, there was another reason he couldn't take his eyes off the girl. Trying it for the first time, pretty good. Awesome. Okay, so 1 door for vote 5, 1 vote for door 4, whatever that means. Junpei had seen her somewhere before. He couldn't quite remember where, but he knew he'd met her before. The girl too stared at Junpei, similarly stunned. Her response suggests that she'd seen him before as well. Well, come on guys, give me a voice. Without saying a word, Junpei walked slowly toward her. She didn't move. It was almost as though she was held in place by some sort of magic spell. As Junpei stepped onto her landing, the spell broke. No sooner had he set his foot down than the whole ship shook a second time.
Ah!
The quake caught the girl unprepared and she fell. Goody girl voice that is attractive and I'll do my best. You know, you heard my voice. Moving on instinct, Junpei left to catch her. Or so he thought. Hand on boob. Her face was far closer than it should have been, mere inches from his own. He was flat on his back and she had landed squarely on top of him. Oh, even better. The girl seemed as confused as he did, and her face suggested that she still hadn't fully recovered from seeing him. For a moment that seemed to stretch for a very long time, they stared at one another. Okay, see you soon, Gug. The ship stopped shaking. Everything was quiet. Water could be heard from the bottom of the ship, lapping faintly at walls and ceilings, and eventually that faded as well. The silence was complete. A thick, muffling blanket. At last, the girl opened her mouth. She's Kylo Ren. Oh my gosh, is that you, Jumpy? Jumpy? Junpei? Her words echoed through Junpei's head, and suddenly his memory returned. Akane? Why hadn't you realized it before? The girl was Akane Kurashiki. Akane Kurashiki. She and Junpei had been friends in childhood. They'd gone to elementary school together for 6 years. But what was she doing on the ship? A Kane? What, like Aaron? What do you mean? Her soft eyes were only inches away from his own. He could feel the warmth of her face. Feelings he thought long forgotten began to work their way to the surface. He could feel his face heating up. Aaron. Isn't it Akane? So with that shit, yeah, of course. I love Aaron. Akon. Akon, should call her Akon. At that moment, a speaker cracked to life, and a cold, eerie voice filled the room. I'm guessing. Welcome aboard. I welcome you all from the bottom of my heart to this, my vessel. With the voice's invasion, the spell between Junpei and Akane, it has to be Akane, was broken, and all hints of burgeoning romance instantly forgotten. They hurriedly untangled themselves from one another and struggled to their feet. I'm probably gonna have to kill her at some point. Their 7 companions had heard the voice as well, and many of their faces had gone pale. They looked around frantically, desperate to locate the source of the voice. At last they found it. A speaker set in the ceiling. I am Zero, captain of this ship. I am also the person who invited you here. The voice was harsh, obscured occasionally by the crackle of static. Oh, maybe not? Am I doing the right voice? Is it the same character? Is Zero the masked man? Or oh, but Junpei recognized it. How could he have forgotten it? Okay. Yes. It was the same voice he had heard from the man in the gas mask. Hey, asshole! What the hell is this? Come on out of here! I want to get a look at you! What do you mean to do to us? I mean to have you participate in a game. Some of you I know are familiar with this game. The Nonary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line. Hey, Corn.
Nonary game?
What the hell's that? The voice continued, implacable. The rules of the Nonary game can be found upon your persons. Not the Nonary game. They are simple rules. Just in time for the rules, Corn. Read them.
Nonary game?
Hey, there's something in my pocket. Check this out. Silver reached into his pocket and pulled out a small slip of paper. The rest of them reached into their own pockets and pulled out similar slips of paper. Junpei followed suit and dug into the pocket of his pants. He felt the telltale crumple of paper, slightly damp from the earlier ordeal. Hey, I got one too! Then it would seem Zero has seen fit to grace us each with a letter. Would you mind terribly reading it to us, young man? His request has been delivered to Junpei, who, after a short moment of surprise, did as he'd been asked. Damp from the earlier ordeal, of course. On this ship you will find a handful of doors emblazoned with numbers. We will call them the number doors. Seems fair. The doors in front of you are a pair of the same. The key to opening these numbered doors are the numbered bracelets that each of you possess. Should you total the numbers on your number bracelets and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door will open. Only those who have opened the door may pass through. There are, however, limits. Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door. All those who enter must leave, and all those who enter must contribute. Bracelet, Junpei figured, had to mean the bulky thing on his wrist. He glanced around. It looked like everyone else had one as well, and had come to much the same conclusion. The purpose of the game is simple. Leave the ship alive. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Is this nigga gonna make something devolve with that thing? Digivolve. Yeah, I know, it does look like that. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. Junpei had reached the end of the letter. There was a long moment of silence, and then the speaker crackled into life once more.
There is one last thing I must tell you. As you have no doubt surmised, the ship has begun to sink. On April 14th, 1912, the famous ocean liner Titanic crashed into the iceberg. After remaining afloat for 2 hours and 40 minutes, it sank beneath the waters of the North Atlantic. I will give you more time. 9 hours. That is the time you will be given to make your escape.
Call his BS. The voice finished, and the speaker went silent. The sound of bell tolling echoed through the hall. It came from the dance hall adjacent to the stairs. It took those assembled on the stairs mere moments to trace the sound to an antique clock embedded in the wall. 7, 8, 9.
Oi! It's 9 bong, eh? Tell the governor! Tell the governor it's 9 bong!
The sound of the 9th bell faded away, the 10th never came. That meant
time was 9 bong!
Most likely 9 o'clock in the evening. When Junpei had peered out the window of his cell, he'd seen nothing but blackness. It had to be nighttime. If that was the case, then they would need to escape by 6 a.m. the following day.
Now it is time. Let our games begin. I wish you all the best of luck.
The speaker went silent and did not speak again. Last one was only a half bong. Silver yelled at the speaker with language coarse enough to embarrass a sailor, but the rest of Junpei's companions were silent, deep in thought. Junpei too was consumed by his thoughts. There was a great deal he didn't understand. Who was Zero? What was the nonary game? Why had he chosen to make them part of it? Was he a criminal who took delight in playing with his victims? Or did he have some other purpose? And why had Junpei been chosen as part of this insane game? Why had any of them been chosen? But one question was foremost on his mind. Akane. My speaker voice wasn't coarse enough? Well, it's a Bane voice. It goes through the speaker. That's why it sounds like that. Whatever. They hadn't seen one another since elementary school. Who was phone? Why had she appeared now? Coincidence? No, that seemed impossible. There had to be a reason. He didn't know what it might be, but there had to be a reason. Very well. The lion's voice seemed oddly loud in the silence. Oh, of course, no, not the voice. It said that Silver. It said that Silver used language coarse enough to embarrass sailors. Exactly what Toombi said. Standing around here won't do us any good. Best we get moving, don't you think? Get moving? Are you planning to open the numbered doors?
Hey, wait! Don't tell me you're actually going to do what this Zero says.
Well, you shouldn't read, Raftuki. I'm here to read. You should listen. Listen better. No, that's not what I mean. Definitely, Moose. The lion shook his head, mildly annoyed. I'm saying, let's find another way. It's gonna crack me up the whole time. It's friend Vasher. I think Chua asked for it. After all, we haven't really examined this place yet.
What?
It's 9.5. It's 9 and 5 minutes more. What? That took way too long. That took like 20 minutes of game time and I did nothing. The separate investigations finished. All 9 people returned to where they'd left one another. The result of all their work was nothing. They were completely sealed in. Their hard work had not gone completely to waste, however. They had learned a number of things as they scoured the parts of the ship they could reach. It seemed that they were confined to decks A through C. C deck was as far down as they could be able to go, however. The reason being that D deck was completely submerged. Aw, that D deck. Strangely, however, the water had risen no higher than D deck. The flow seemed to have been stopped somehow, as evidenced by the surface of the water on D deck, which was as smooth as glass. Cuck deck. Cuck deck is C deck though, isn't it? The prince knelt down and gently drew his hand across it. Perhaps this Zero fellow has used some sort of remote control to seal a watertight door lower down. He said our time limit was 9 hours. In other words, this water won't rise for 9 hours. Did you say we won't sink till then? Well, that may be a little too optimistic. No point to wishful thinking. There were 3 middle doors on C deck, on Cuck deck. A single door stood off to the side, with 2 more on the wall facing the central staircase. Cuck deck, bitch deck, and anal deck, and dick deck. None of them had numbers or verification devices. They were, however, locked like the other doors. No matter how much they pushed and shoved, the doors refused to move. The mountain and the lion threw themselves against them a few times, but to no avail. Good job, Moose. The door in the back had a keyhole. Just above it was a strange mark in the shape of a circle surrounding a dot. There were 2 other doors on C deck as well, but it was clear they were elevators, as each had a button next to it with an upside down triangle. They tried pushing the button. No response. Apparently there was no power running the elevators. To the left of the elevator doors was a card reader. The card reader had also had a strange mark on it. It looked like a lowercase h with a dash drawn across the upper stem of the H. Junpei stared at it for a while. This is the symbol of Saturn. It's an astrological symbol. Then the mark on the other door... I think that was the sun symbol. They had seen the same symbols on A deck. There was a door on either side of the stairs. One on the left had a keyhole with a similar symbol engraved on it.
This is an Earth symbol. The horizontal line symbolizes the equator, and the vertical one represents the prime meridian. Junpei looked up at the ceiling. There was a great circle cut in it, but perhaps for a skylight or a glass dome, but it had been filled with a gargantuan metal plate. The mill looked very solid. Anything short of an explosive charge was unlikely to damage it. There were several windows along both sides of the ship, or at least there had been. They too were covered with metal plates. In other words, we're trapped. All the exits go nowhere. Time to Allahu Akbar. Junpei was not happy. The girl with pink hair spoke up.
Well, I'm sure they go somewhere! We just can't open them!
Then the mountain spoke.
You don't know that? For all we know, they just open into walls or take us in circles.
The prince did not agree.
no, I'm sure they go somewhere. Otherwise, what point would there be? And we can open them.
I guess those are okay. I like those. Turn this down just a little. I could do this like more like a softer voice or something, but I don't know. It seems funny. Your reactions are especially funny.
Well, two of them at least. You mean the numbered doors? All eyes turned to the doors with the numbers on them. The atmosphere in the room grew tense.
Hey, wait a minute.
Sure thing, Moose.
I think I said this earlier, but I don't think we should do that.
Lancer moved in front of the doors as if to block them.
We have to be crazy to open these doors. If we do that, we're doing exactly what Zero wants us to do.
Suddenly, everyone began to speak at once.
I agree. I don't. This is a terrible idea.
We should keep going.
Whatever, we should stay here. I don't know which voice is which. We don't have to open these doors. We should just wait. Something's about to come and find us. We don't have time for that. In 8.5 hours, the ship is going to sink. The clamor of voices made it to next to impossible to determine who was saying what. Oh, so it makes sense. Really, it is? Thanks, Godolph. Their arguments grew more and more intense until people were shouting and screaming at each other, at one another. Junpei had remained silent, but at last he could take no more. Hey! Shut up! They fell silent. All eyes turned to Junpei. He felt each stare burning into him, but he refused to flinch. Before we try and decide where we're going to go, there's something else we ought to do.
What's that?
Laughing a lot on Jayla, and oh, I love Fran Drescher's laughter.
We need to exchange it.
Oh, sorry. We need to exchange information. We don't know anything about each other. I want to know who you guys are, who you are, where you came from, why you ended up here. Don't tell me you aren't curious too. They were silent. Some of them looked the other way, or bit their lip, or crossed their arms and stared at the ceiling. But one of them spoke up. It was Akane.
I agree. I think Jumpy is right.
Jumpy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about him. I just call him Jumpy. His name is Junpei.
She pointed toward Junpei.
We're childhood friends. We went to the same elementary school.
Wait, stop!
Akane? Moose? Should I say Akane? Or is it okay for Akane? I think it's Akane.
Don't tell us stuff we didn't ask you about. Zero's probably watching us right now. What are you going to do if you listen in?
Would that be bad?
Hell yeah, I would! We don't know how much that bastard knows about us.
It's Akane, okay, like I thought. Akon. Maybe he just picked up a bunch of random people to kidnap. If that is the case, then it'd be dangerous for us to let him know too much. If Zero knows who we are, he could go after our families. Maybe tell us he had them. Maybe tell us he had them get a. Fuck. Maybe he tell us he had them to get us to do stuff, you know? Hey, Ardalek. What's up, man? But we still need to know what our names are. It's going to be hard to talk to each other if we don't have names. Can't speak like... Yeah, I can speak like a nigga. I'm good at it. Alright, then why don't we have code names? To him, apparently, it seemed like the obvious solution. Code names? Oh, and hey, Chua. Good to see you back, man. Yeah, we'll each pick something. Like, I'll be 7. 7? Why are you 7? Seemed a fair question. The mountain stuck out his left arm. Cause this bracelet number says 7. Shut up, Moose. Oh, I get it. Yeah, that's a good idea. He smirked. Alright, I'm gonna be Santa. And if you chumps know Japanese, no, well, San means 3, so I'll be Santa. You know, like Santa Claus? Fits, don't you think? Then your bracelet number. Oh really? Your third favorite game? Well, this is a blind run of me me doing it. Like I don't even know anything about this game. Just started it. Well, the question gotta ask. What are your second and most favorite game? Yeah, it's got a 3 on it. Good job, Grandpa. Just like the mountain had done, Silver thrust out his left hand. Sure enough, the face of his bracelet read 3. Very well then. I'll go next, shall I? My bracelet number is 1. Given that, I think Ace seems appropriate.
I'll be Lotus then. I'm sure you all know it has 8 petals. Which means, of course, that my bracelet number is 8!
I have to do stuff, but I'll come back when he's more into the game. Okay, Ardalek, Adrilek. Always welcome back, man. Also, hey, Los Pamos. I would appreciate it if you would call me Snake. My bracelet number is 2. Second favorite one is a sequel to the game, the first LVN for 2002 Call 17. Well, maybe I'll play them too. Adrilek. Never know. Are you sure it's not a 3? Shut up, Moose. Since Ace has chosen cards, which then I choose dice, Snake Eyes, clearly, which is particularly relevant given that I am blind. Blind? Really? He'd kept his eyes closed during their entire ordeal, which had suggested something strange, but here it said so casually. It was something of a surprise. Yeah, also too looks like a snake. But he doesn't know that, he's blind, so... Everyone seemed a little nervous at the prince's proclamation, but no one seemed to know how to react to it. There was one person, however, who didn't seem to be surprised in the least. The girl with the pink hair.
I want to be Clover! You know, like a 4-leaf clover! Good luck, right?
Looking almost bored, she held out her left hand. The face of her bracelet showed the number 4. I love your reactions to this voice. They'd come around to Junpei. Please ease up? Okay, I'll try. I'll try to ease up. Squeakiest voice I can do. Almost second to most squeakiest voice I can do. He held out his bracelets. Alright, my number's 5. So my codename is gonna be...
Why have one? It's not like there's any point to it now.
A dancer cut him off in mid-sentence.
I mean, we all know your name already. You're Junpei.
Oh. They all nodded. Akane stepped forward nervously. Then you should all call me by my name too. Because, I mean, it doesn't seem
fair to Jumpy.
You're thinking it's not cool for you to hide your name after you told us his? Akane fidgeted awkwardly. Junpei decided he had to do something. What's your bracelet number? It's 6. Akon? Okay. Akon. She hesitated for a moment, then held out her left hand. As she claimed, her bracelet's face showed a 6.
Well, your name is Sex, baby.
Junpei looked at it for a moment and thought. Alright then, why don't we call you June?
June.
Yeah, you know, it's the 6th month of the year. So you're June. Jumpy. Akane needed her hands and looked up at Junpei, uncertain. He smiled back at her, reassuringly. Are you good with that? She thought about it for a few more minutes, then seemed to come to a decision and gave Junpei a small nod. Their names decided, Junpei ran over them quickly in his head. 1 was Ace. 2 was Snake. 3 was Santa. 4 was Clover. Is that better? 5 was Junpei's number. Akon was 6, and Junpei had given her the codename of June.
7 was 7.
And 8 was Lonus.
Misogynistic ownership. Okay. That meant that 8 of them, including Junpei, had revealed their bracelet numbers. But there was still one person left. Oh, we didn't do a voice for him. Gotta give me a voice. Go back to the voice of horror? We'll see. We'll move back and forth. He was the man with the glasses and hair like a bird's nest. He hadn't said anything since they met on the stairs, and he didn't look like the sort of person who was inclined to conversation. Really, Urkel? But isn't that sort of Friend Rasher's voice? If you guys want, I can do it, but I think it's pretty much the same voice as the dancer. Don't you worry much about... Oh, I could do Doc Brown, maybe. Barely a whisper. I could do him like really beta. A beta fag. His skin was pale, his breathing was heavy, and he was soaked with nervous sweat. School shooter Urkel. His behavior seemed very suspicious, or perhaps simply emotionally unstable. It was difficult to tell. Whatever the case, it seemed clear that he had only a fingertip's worth of grip on his sanity. The girl with pink hair, Clover, walked up to him slowly. She put his hands on her hips and eyed him suspiciously.
What number are you?
He didn't answer. Like a Boondock. He does look like a Boondocks character. His bloodshot eyes twitched from person to person, and his breath came in hot pants.
Hey, I'm talking to you!
The man licked his dry lips with a shaking tongue and spoke with a voice like old paper.
Isn't it obvious? There are 9 people here. There are 9 people in here. And you know who numbers 1 through 8 are? The only one left. So you're 9? Yeah. Back that ass up, bitch.
He extended a trembling arm. bracelet did indeed say 9. Or is it 6? Clover looked at it contemptuously.
What's your code name? Code name? What do you want us to call you? We all made up names. You should too. I don't need one. Why not? Because I'm not going to stay here with you.
Oh, he's gonna kill himself? He took a shuddering breath and exhaled. Clover looked at him with something very like disgust.
You've got some sort of plan? I do. Yeah? What's that?
She's kind of like a Mickey Mouse voice now, isn't she?
You sure you want to know? Yeah? Alright. Let me show you. I'm going to do this.
Amp up, Clover? Okay.
Ah!
Well, there you go. By the time they realized what he was doing, it was too late to stop him. Oh, he's raping her? Or he's taking her hostage? The man's body moved like a snake's. In the blink of an eye, he had slid around behind her and wrapped his arm around her waist.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Silver, Santa, leapt forward towards the Clover and the 9th man. He was halfway there when...
Stay back!
Suddenly, the man's hand dove into his pocket. It came back out with a knife. A pocket knife. He held it in Clover's pale, quivering neck. To Clover's pale, quivering neck. Well, it looked like it, Moose. It did look like it.
If you get any closer, I'll cut her open.
Santa skidded to a halt. He snarled at the scrawny man with the knife and gritted his teeth.
Yes, that's right.
The man's smile was neither friendly nor reassuring. Sweat poured down his neck, soaking the collar of his shirt.
Clover, are you alright?
The prince, Snake's voice sounded oddly concerned.
Yeah. Yeah! I'm fine!
Her voice shook, making her words even less convincing. What the hell are you trying to do? Rules say 3 to 5 people in a room? Yeah, I guess they do say that.
I told you. This is my plan.
Shit, 7 is...
What you gotta do to her, you sick son of a bitch?
Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything to her. If she just does what I tell her to, I'll let her go.
He started to move backwards slowly, keeping his grip on Clover. Keeping their distance, Junpei and the others followed. Eventually, the man reached the wall. He gave a start as his back touched it, then glanced around quickly and spoke.
Verify. Huh? The left. Look to your left. Do you see the device on the wall? Place your hand on the scanner panel, the round part. What if I don't?
The man's nostrils flared and he looked like he was about to choke.
Are you an idiot? What do you think? I could slit your throat right now. I'll kill you if I have to. All I need is your bracelet. Just do it. Do it now.
I haven't saved in a long while, I probably should. Yeah, we still had 1 vote for 5, 1 vote for 4. doors, that is. He pressed the knife against Clover's neck, hard. Slowly, she stretched her left hand out towards the device. Her back was to it, and she had to feel around for a moment before she found the circular panel. It made a cold, electronic noise. On the display above her hand, an asterisk appeared. So that's how it works, Junpei thought to himself. By placing one palm on what the ninth man had called the scanner panel, the user's bracelet number would be entered into the device.
Should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door, the door will open.
Oh, hey Dan Sensei, what's up? Junpei shifted his eyes to the door itself. The number in it was 5. The ninth man seemed to know a little more about this device's operation than he should. How had he known exactly what to do?
Good, good. You're done. Next.
His bloodshot eyes crept from person to person until finally he stopped on the lion, Ace.
You, right? You're the one with the number 1 bracelet, right?
Yes, I am. So,
Then you're next. Just verify your number like this little brat did. What are you doing? Do it! Don't you care what happens to her?
oh, okay. Just calm down. Ace held up his hand, palms out. His hands, palms out. The ninth man jerked his chin toward the device. Slowly, cautiously, Ace moved towards the device. After what seemed like an agonizing eternity, he reached it.
Now, verify.
Ace nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. The device beeped again, and a second asterisk appeared. Now the device had Clover and Ace's numbers, 4 and 1. 4 plus 1 equals 5. The same as the number written on the door. But it wouldn't open just yet.
Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one number door.
The door needed at least one more person. Who would that be?
Get back!
His voice shook, but the knife he held to Clover's throat made his words a command. Ace took 2, then 3 steps back.
No, farther! More than that. Go all the way back.
Slowly, Ace did what he was told. The ninth man's lips were curled into a cruel, twisted smile. That was when Junpei understood his plan. Clover's 4 and Ace's 1 added to the ninth man's 9. 4 plus 1 plus 9 equaled 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. In other words,
thank God you were all so cooperative. And now I can get out of this nightmare.
he pressed his own hand against the scanner panel. A third asterisk appeared on the screen. He dropped his hand to the lever on the side of the device and pulled. The door opened with a heavy metallic groan. He let go of Clover. Wait! Junpei leapt toward the ninth man, but he wasn't fast enough. The man shoved Clover and hopped through the door.
Okay, have a good one, guys. I'm going off ahead now. Well then, goodbye.
He raised his hand and waved, a twisted smirk on his face. Then he was gone. The door ground shut with a dull clang of metal on metal. Clover! Are you alright? Snake ran to Clover's side as she lay on the floor.
Yeah, I'm fine.
She climbed unsteadily to her feet, and once there, leaned heavily on Snake's shoulder for support. Junpei ran to the door. The others followed him. Several pairs of hands grabbed hold of the handles and pulled. They grunted and strained, but... Shit! It won't budge. That was when Lotus, the dancer, spoke. Her voice was quiet.
Do you hear something?
Like what?
Like some sort of beeping.
Junpei pressed his ear against the cold metal of the door. The others did the same.
You're right. I can hear it too.
What is it? Then they heard something else. It was the ninth man.
Shit! Why isn't it stopping? God damn it! You lied!
Lied? Whoa.
This wasn't supposed to happen! This is wrong! This is wrong!
His voice shook with fear. Safe on the outside, they stepped back from the door and looked at one another. What is happening in there?
Open the door! Please! I'm begging you! Help me! Please get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Junpei grabbed hold of the device. He slammed his hand on the scanner panel. Nothing happened. Why didn't it register him? He looked at the display where the asterisk had shown up. It said engaged. Well, he's gonna die, probably, Sensei, so it's basically same thing, you know, from a human point of view.
Oh my god! Oh my god! There's no time left! Listen! I was lied to! He lied to me! He put me in here! It was him! He killed me! It was him! Yeah!
The explosion rocked the room, rocked the boat. Instinctively, they ducked, then stood up slowly when they realized there was no danger. No one spoke. Silence filled the room. In that silence, the electronic tone that echoed across the room sounded as loud as a gunshot. All eyes turned towards it. It had come from the device mounted next to the door. The display changed from engaged to vacant. Let's see if we can open it. 7, the mountain, swallowed hard. Junpei nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. A red asterisk appeared on the LCD panel. The device had registered Junpei's bracelet number, 5. His was not enough, however. At least 2 more people were needed. Junpei asked, which pair? Okay, 5 plus 1 plus 8 is 14. Okay, so yeah, Ace. Oh, they're probably all are the same. Yeah, this is 9 and this is 9. Okay, so all of them are the same. So okay, you guys' choice. Ace and Lotus, which is the gruff detective, and Lotus's friend Rasher. Snake is the blind guy, and 7 is the black dude. Santa and June. June is the annoying voice. Lone Star. June is the annoying voice, and Santa is the little brat. Bring the blind man. Okay, so that's one vote to Snake and Seven. Anyone else? Any other votes? Anyone from Twitch? Anyone from SafeStateHeroes.com? Next time I'll work better with June is the annoying voice. Yeah, like the annoying, the screechy understatement of the year. Toomby doesn't care. Digging Trumas sacrifice the children? What are you talking about, Sensei? Trauma? Sacrifice the children? Children are most annoying. Okay, well, I guess it's one vote for Snake and Seven, one vote for Santa and June. Child sacrifice? Okay. Well, I guess I can also save as well. This is a good point to save, I guess. While you guys vote. Where do you take next though changes shit? Like to quit? No. You'll get same ending? Okay. Okay, well, most voices go to Santa and June. The kids. Santa and June, you think you could give me a hand here? Chua, Corn, and Sensei voted for the kids. The pun was a little too on the nose, but the mood was still grim. Give me a hand here? Oh, I see. Both Santa and June lifted their left hand silently. He verified, and she followed suit. 5. They fulfilled the conditions. If they were to pull the lever on the side... Are you guys ready? I'm gonna open it. Junpei grabbed the lever and looked back over his shoulder. They stiffened and nodded. Junpei nodded back and set his mouth in a grim line. Then he slowly lowered the lever. There was a metallic groan and the door slid open. A breath of air drifted out of it, carrying a stench that nearly made them gag. Junpei grimaced and put a hand over his mouth.
Oh my god!
Good God. Lotus and Ace shuddered. Seven grunted. Whoa, that pretty bad. Even Santa's voice shook.
He blew up?
It appeared that Santa was right. The hallways on the other side of the door was splattered with chunks of torn flesh and dark red blood. June is the group? Oh no. The shriek echoed across the room. It had come from June. Then her strength left her and she dropped. As Junpei turned to catch her, the door groaned shut. She crumpled to the floor. June, you okay? Why does this game remind me of Phoenix Wright? Because I'm doing the same voices, and it's Japanese, and you know. Only Phoenix Wright has more humor than this. Junpei dropped to his knees and put his arm around her shoulders. That was when he noticed. Her whole body was feverish. She was radiating intense heat. What the hell? Where'd this fever come from? June didn't answer. Her face looked like wax, and her whole body began to shake. Alright, let's just rest for a minute, okay? You think you can walk? She nodded weakly. Junpei lifted June to her feet and guided her to a nearby chair. Here we go. As gently as he could, he set her down in it. How are you feeling? Are you alright? She nodded, and as she did, a single huge tear rolled down the side of her face.
Why did this happen?
Her voice cracked, broken by misery and grief and choked by sobs.
Why did this happen?
Junpei spun around. Do any of you know what the fuck is going on here? Who's Zero? What's this non-airy game? Come on, anybody? Anything? What the hell is going on? What are we doing here? No one spoke. Ace, Snake, Santa, Clover, Seven, and Lotus. They simply stood there, 7 pairs of downcast eyes, and 7 grim lines for mouths. Thank you, Water, for that illustration. June's body shook with silent sobs. They slowed, as the minutes ticked by, and eventually they stopped. Then suddenly, in the cold, heavy silence that had enveloped them like a thick fog, a bell began to ring. The clock in the central hall. 7, 8, 9, 10 times! It's 10 bong, everyone! Let everybody know! It's 10 bong! It's 10 bong right now! Stay still on the small ben! It's 10 o'clock then. Ace said what each one of them had been thinking.
That means it's been an hour since Zero's little announcement.
Seven's deep voice echoed across the room. The small Ben, yeah. Fuck! I'm sorry, Raptor. It's the meme. Don't hate the player. Don't hate the memer. Hate the meme. You know. I've had enough of this crap. Santa leapt to his feet, his fists clenched. How long are we gonna pussyfoot around like this? We've only got 8 hours until this time limit Zero was going on about is up. Let's get going already. Go, go! Santa's outburst fell on deaf ears. No one seemed to agree with him. They stared back at him, their eyes blank and their faces tired. Finally, Lotus spoke.
No, I refuse. I'm not going to end up like him.
Him? You mean the 9th man?
Of course. Who else?
In his mind's eye, Junpei saw the corpse again. The dark, reddish black pool of blood. The scattered pieces of flesh. Organs strewn across the floor like the blossoming of a grotesque flower. The explosion that had torn through his body had been powerful. The 9th man's neck had been twisted at an odd angle. Junpei suspected the detonation had thrown him against the wall. Half of his face was crushed, and the other half was covered in blood. Most of his abdomen had been emptied either by the explosion or by gravity. He had landed on his back, and stark white ribs jutted up out of his chest like the legs of some sort of macabre crab. Junpei felt something flip in his stomach. I think he just screwed up. Eyebrows went up, and Santa continued. He probably set off some sort of trap, and that killed him. I'm not gonna screw up like that. I'm getting out of here alive. Snake. Whatever Snake was laughing at, Santa did not find particularly humorous. What's so goddamn funny? Oh, my apologies. You were just so very confident. I couldn't help myself. What the fuck? I think you've mistaken the situation. Huh? The 9th man's death. It had nothing to do with a trap, or at least not the sort of trap you imagine it did. Then? Yeah, this is pretty much Saw, that's what I said. He broke one of Zero's rules. That's why he died. Quite simple if you think about it. Huh? You still don't? Alright.
How about you take a moment and think back to what Zero said?
Break the rules, you're gonna have a bad time, Garhor.
Specifically, what did he say about the number of people?
He said, only 3 to 5. He said,
Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door.
Right?
And after that, you've forgotten the relevant part. What did Zero say?
Huh?
Santa furrowed his brow in thought. Junpei thought back. Zero said, oh, the only 2 people can go through that everyone who verified had to go through. Everyone was verified had to go through, that's what he said. Yeah, I do remember the rules. It's this, right? They will tell you to get drugs and bars. Some kind of ugly woman invites you home. You're drunk, so you say, sure. Sounds like an adventure scribble. All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute. Right? I think it was something like that. Whatever it was, it means that groups of less than 3 or more than 5 can go through.
That is correct.
A gold star for you, Junpei. Snake inclined his head towards Junpei.
The 9th man, however, broke that rule. He tried to pass through a numbered door by himself. That was why he was executed.
And Zero's watching us from somewhere, making sure we don't break any rules.
Oh, I'm not so sure of that.
Why not?
Because this execution system is entirely automatic. Didn't you notice? There's no need for him to monitor us.
What do you mean?
Snake looked at Seven with what could only be described as pity and sighed.
Very well. I see it must be me who tells you. I've waited long enough, I suppose. I had hoped Zero might spare me the trouble, but that seems increasingly unlikely.
He couldn't see them, of course, but perhaps Snake sensed the confused eyes upon him. When Ace spoke, he gave words to everyone else's thoughts.
Do you know something?
Well, I know a great many things, but yes.
What is it you know?
Here.
Snake removed a card from the pocket of his jacket. With a flourish, he presented it to Ace, who took a close look at it and spoke.
Come on now, what's the point of giving me this?
Give me that!
Santa snatched the card from Ace, but his expression of disgust quickly turned to one of confusion. Huh? The hell is this? Seven tugged it out of Santa's hands.
I see.
The card went from Seven to Lotus, from Lotus to June, and finally to Junpei. He looked at it and understood. This is Braille. Braille, the written language of the blind, in case any of you guys didn't know that. The card was covered with small embossed bumps. Junpei recognized it, but he certainly couldn't read it. Sorry guys, I can't read this. Junpei handed the card back to Snake, who nodded at him with a small smirk.
Okay, that was fun. What's so important about that card?
I found it in my pocket. I can only assume it is a message from Zero.
From Zero?
A message?
What does it say?
Suddenly, everyone was crowding around Snake, desperate to hear what the message said. Santa especially looked as if he were about to grab hold of Snake and shake the answers from him. Snake raised his hand.
Calm down now. No need to panic. You don't need to force me, I'll read it.
Junpei swallowed hard and waited for him to start. He was not the only one. Presently, Snake began to read, his voice calm. His fingers glided over the tiny bumps as he spoke.
Bracelet number 2. Since you are not blessed with sight, I shall bless you, and only you, with information. I shall tell you of the function of the red, of the dead, and of the bracelet. The red is the recognition device. It will verify your number. Beside every number door, you will find a red. The dead is the deactivation device. It does exactly what it says. Once you have passed through the number door, you must use the dead to stop the detonator in your bracelet. But perhaps you are wondering, what does this detonator detonate? I am afraid this may be something of a surprise. I have placed a small bomb inside of you, and the people whom you are about to meet. You swallowed it while you were unconscious. I have no doubt that by the time you read this note, the bomb will have passed your stomach and found its way to your small intestine. In other words, you will be unable to regurgitate it. I suggest you do not try. As I mentioned before, the bracelet on your left hand contains the detonator. Think of it as a remote fuse, or timer, for the bomb in your body. There is only one condition which will cause it to detonate. That condition is that you enter a numbered door. Once you have done so, the timer will activate no matter who you may be. You will have 81 seconds. If after that time the detonator has not been deactivated, it will send a signal to the bomb in your body, instructing it to explode. In order to deactivate the detonator, every person who verified the number at the red must also verify the numbers at the dead. Once all numbers have been verified by the dead, you need only pull the lever at its side and the countdown will cease. Anyone who does not verify the number at the red will find themselves unable to verify the number at the dead. That is to say, if you should pass through a numbered door without first verifying your number at the red, in 81 seconds you will be dead. You must also keep in mind that the numbered doors will close automatically after 9 seconds have passed. So long as the door is open, the dead will not function. You would do well to remember this. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. 3. You cut off your arm, but... In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside of the confines of the ship, or detects that its wearer heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. There is no other way to remove your bracelet. If you attempt to force it off or disable the detonator, the bomb within you will immediately explode. This is all the information which I can impart to you. How you choose to use it is for you to decide. If used wisely, you can eliminate those who might be a danger to you. For a time, you would be able to control your fate. I wish you the best of luck. Snake finished reading and carefully returned the card to his pocket. Calling it right now, they pull up Bane in Arkham City and you kill and resuscitate someone. Yeah, I think so too, Korn. The message had been lengthy, but its meaning was clear. Only those who verify the numbers... Okay, we just read that. Well, the red could pass through the numbered doors. What if you disable the part that makes the bomb explode? If you try to disable it, then disable the bomb. Well, I think probably any time you try to open it, even Los Palmas, it'll still explode. I'd assume. Let's just take it as an axiom for now, okay? Teams could not increase or decrease their numbers. The Reds, Deads, and Bracelets enforced the rules. They were judge, jury, and executioner. In defiance of Zero's suggestions, both Santa and Seven put fingers down their throats and began to gag. The rest stiffened. Some touched their stomachs. Some simply stared at their bracelets. Junpei gingerly touched his stomach. There was a bomb inside his body. The thought of it made him queasy. His stomach felt oddly hollow, and his legs were weak. Like being a shithead? Yeah, I can see that. Why had Zero designed such a ludicrous game? Junpei looked over at the others.
Alright, I'm gonna ask one more time. Do any of you know anything about Zero? They were all silent, each person waiting to hear what the others would say. Finally, Santa spoke. Actually, I saw him. I saw Zero when I got grabbed. I didn't see his face, though. Son of a bitch was wearing some kind of gas mask. What the hell? Come on, guys, give me something. You know, like surprise or something. Instead, it was Santa who looked surprised. There was a moment of silence, and then everyone spoke at once. Yeah, I saw him too. Me too. He was there wearing a gas mask. As stories were sorted out, the truth became clear. All of their stories were the same. They had been abducted at home at midnight. The person claiming to be Zero had worn a mask. There had been white smoke, and then each person had passed out. When they awoke, they had found themselves on D-Deck in a room with a 3-level bunk bed. Only 7 stories seemed to lack the detail of the others.
Oh, me? Yeah, well, mine was just like the rest of yours.
That was all he had said. It occurred to Junpei at the time that it sounded somewhat strange, but he didn't press the issue. He hadn't done so because there was something that struck him as even stranger. That was the mystery of the relationship between Snake and Clover. For some reason, they had been abducted from the same room and woken up in the same room. Junpei looked at them thoughtfully. So, what's the deal with the two of you, anyway? It was Clover that answered, of course. Get ready, guys. Clearly, she felt she had nothing to hide.
We're siblings!
Siblings?
Yes? Snake is my older brother, obviously! That means I'm his little sister! That really so hard to understand?
Junpei was taken aback. The others seemed just as surprised. She is correct, of course. He laid his hand on Clover's shoulder. Are you surprised?
Well, yeah, but...
Why? There are other people here with connections to one another. Those two, for instance. Snake pointed at Junpei and June. Oh, you mean between Jumpy and me?
Ah, yes. You did say you were childhood friends, didn't you?
You went to school together?
Yeah. June glanced at Junpei, uncomfortable with the sudden attention. A vaguely cyberpunk schoolgirl and Beatles reject being bro and sis. Beautiful. Yep. Junpei felt somewhat nervous as well and tried to scratch his head as casually as possible. Hey, you think maybe we could figure out who Zero is this way?
Yeah, you're right. You connect the dots between the victims, and that leads you to the perp. Textbook stuff.
Junpei, June, does any of this ring a bell?
Ring a bell. Ring a bell? Look at one another. And like it was staged, they both tilted their neck at the same time.
Well, perhaps you went to school with the son of a multi-millionaire.
A millionaire? Son?
Well, someone brought this boat and set up all of this. Whoever the Zero is, they must be incredibly rich.
Well, we can't be sure of that. To me, this seems as though it's the work of an organization, not an individual. Zero is most likely the representative of a larger group. What sort of organization? It could be a number of things. An army, perhaps, or a research group.
Oh, hey, Deadeye. Yeah, we're doing 999. You came in pretty much at the ending, so sorry. But you can check my schedule and be back next time. I would love that.
Perhaps this is all some sort of psychological experiment.
If it is, then it's pretty fucked up experiment. MGSV? Yeah, I get the similarities. I mean, come on, a guy's dead. Oh, you've never seen this game before. I thought you played it. They were dead, hung in the air, heavy and ominous. The room went quiet again. I don't know who the hell this Zero asshole is, but I know for sure he's gotta be pretty fucked up in the head to do all of this. If this was all one guy, then he's got some serious issues. Even with the specter of death hanging over them, their discussions continued for some time. In the end, however, they learned nothing. And it's already 10:30. Good job, guys. By the time they finished, 1.5 of their 9 hours were gone. All they had to show for it was impatience. Man, look, we only got we only got 7.5 hours left. Okay, you really sure want to just sit around? No one was willing to argue this time.
Very well then. There's only one way for us to proceed. Sure, not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump and when Zero says jump.
Well, then it's just stupid to sit around here and doing nothing! Thanks to Snake's card, at least we have some idea of how this all works.
Correct. As long as we follow the rules, we should, we will most likely be alright. But what? Who's going to go in which door? June looked toward the numbered doors. Okay, I think this is gonna be the last decision, the last thing we do on this stream. Decide which door, 4 or 5. One of which for each right now. Snake, Zero, are we sure this isn't some Metal Gear alternative universe? Yeah, Deadeye. The thing is they each have a bracelet with a number on it, and it's sort of like a Saw deal. Well, and each one, like, they need their numbers to solve different puzzles. So Snake is called because of Snake Eyes, because his number is 2, and also he's blind. And Zero is the big boss, and his number is 0, because all the rest of them are 1 to 9. All 8 of us can't go in the same door.
Then it would seem we will have to split up.
Wait!
Lois looked terrified.
I'm telling you now, there is no way in hell that I'm going into 5.
Come on now, don't be selfish.
Call me whatever the hell you want. I'm not going anywhere. If I'm going to have to walk through all that blood, I'd rather stay here.
And we were doing so well.
Ace shook his head sadly. Sorry, but I ain't going in there either. Somebody else can go into door 5.
Oh, Santa knocked you too.
Hey man, I just bought these shoes. If you think I'm getting some creepy dude's blood all over them, you got another think coming. That was the last straw. What the hell, man? Weren't you the one who kept saying we should get going? Yeah. So? Doesn't mean I wanted to go into door 5.
Oh God.
There was an awkward silence. Finally, Seven spoke.
Fine. I'll go into door 5. I can't go in there alone though. Anyone else willing to come with me?
There was another long silence. This time Snake was the one to break it. I'll go.
What?
Don't worry, you'll be fine. We may part now, but I'm certain we'll meet again later.
How do you know that?
Because I do.
That's not an answer! If you're going, I'm going too! I'm going into door 5!
What am I going to do with you?
There's nothing you have to do.
Ace stepped forward.
If I join you, the problem is solved, correct? 7, is 7, and Snake is 2. If Clover's 4 and my 1, the digital root will be 5.
7 for blah 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 5, whatever. The math checks out.
Oh, it works perfectly! The 4 of us can go into door 5!
One of these Nignogs is actually 0? I don't think so. Thanks, Moose.
Wait. What about the other 4? What's their digital root gonna be?
Junpei did a quick mental calculation. Lotus, Santa, June, and Junpei remained. Their bracelet numbers were 8, 3, 6, 5. 8, 3, 6, 5. What would their digital root be? Oh, come on. Okay, so 8 plus 3 is 11. So then it's 22. 2 plus 2, it's 4. Right? I seriously hope so. Yeah. He repeated what he determined. It's 4. Add up our 4 bracelet numbers and the digital root is 4.
Then we can go into door 4.
Yeah, huh. That worked well. That worked out well. Junpei ran over the team assignments in his head one more time. 4 people would go into door 5. 7, Snake, Clover, and Ace. 4 people would go into door 4. Lotus, Santa, June, and Junpei. So I guess we don't have a choice. Junpei had to ask himself if the teams were what he really wanted. Beyond door 5 was what remained of the 9th man. He never wanted to see that thing again, but something in him said it would be unwise not to examine the corpse even a little closer. This game lets you have any composition you will. It could be kind of awesome. Well, Palma, someone did say that I can we started having a vote earlier if I should go into door 4 or 5, so I can't choose. So people, if you have an opinion, start telling me right now if you prefer to go into door 4 or 5. 4 is unknown. 5, we at least know there's the body of the 9th man there. I never wanted to see that thing again, but something in him said that it would be unwise not to examine the corpse even a little closer. Of course, if he went through door 5, he wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa. Santa's the annoying brat, Lotus's friend Dracer. True, it would be possible for him to bring June with him through door 5, but that would mean she would have to see the horrific carnage that waited there. Junpei didn't want that. Junpei was torn. Should he stay silent or go through door 4? Or should he stop them all and insist on door 5? As he turned his options over in his mind, Ace spoke up. Oh.
Alright then. Seems we've reached a conclusion. Shall we go?
He began to walk towards door 5. Clover and Snake followed, with 7 a short distance behind. Hold on, I'm gonna save for now. Cool. I don't see any votes. And currently it's one vote for 5, 1 vote for 4. Would like to quit? No. Junpei. Which door do you want to go through? Okay. Well, we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna have to end the stream. So I'm waiting for votes for now. Golf says door 4. Garho wants 5. That's 1 for each. I think, who was it? Someone else did door 5 too. Okay, that's 3 votes for door 4. 3 votes, 2 votes for 5. Anyone else? 7 doesn't work, Scribble. Anyone else wants to wait? Maybe I should do a straw poll. Sure, 5. Okay, Moose is 5. So we get 1, 2, 3 for 4, and 1, 2, 3 for 5. Someone's gonna have to step up. Shut up, Moose. Okay, it's a draw. 3 for 3. Someone's gonna have to break that draw. Anyone else? I'm waiting. Could be, who else is in here? Could be Palma, could be Deadeye already gave his vote. I think if it comes to a draw, you pick. I could, but I'd rather do whatever you guys say. Anyone else in Twitch that wants to weigh in? Oh, Raptor Jerky says 4. Okay, well, and Toomby says 5. Okay, well, oh no, Toomby already voted. Okay, so and Pama voted for 5. Damn it, this is too much. Let's just do this quickly, just to make sure. Okay, straw poll, whatever. Should have done that from the beginning. I'll do that from now, so don't worry. Fuck, not 7. 4 or 5. 4, 5. And here we go. This is the best. I'm gonna give this a minute. Just vote for it. That'll be the easiest for me to see the results and for everyone else too. Vote if you want. I'm gonna be following it from here. Right now it's 4 to 3, 4, 4. Keep refreshing. 4 to 4. 5 to 4. Seems like 5 to 4, 4, 4. 9 total votes. Anyone who hasn't voted? Alrighty then. Yep, I keep refreshing and it is 5 to 4. Can't get much close vote than this. Yep, okay. 9 votes. It's kind of appropriate that it's 9 votes. So I guess 4 it is. Alright, you guys chose. Same, I won 5. Chua, did you vote? Chua comes in at the very last moment. Stream delay, I hate you. 10 total votes, and now it's a draw with Chua. Well, I guess if it's a draw, then it's my okay, if it's a draw, then it's my choice, and I vote for 5. Hey, wait! Junpei's cry echoed across the room. Just choose 5 leaves. Nah, okay. Junpei's cry echoed across the room. The 4 people walking. Well, I'm sorry, guys. It was 50-50. You can blame Chua for that, because my vote wouldn't have counted if it wasn't for him. 4 people walking across the door stopped and turned back toward him. I want to go through door 5 too. The words were scarcely out of his mouth when June spoke up.
What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
He turned around to look at her. No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that? June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions. Please, let me go into door 5. 7 scratched his head and looked at the young man.
Man. No, right back where it started, you know that?
Junpei's bracelet number is 5, right? If you're going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us. Snake turned to Ace. Ace, please, take good care of Clover. Oh, alright. That's fine. 1 plus 4 equals 5.
Don't go away!
You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others.
No!
Don't be so selfish! Snake's tone was harsh. Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened and he put his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear, "You'll be fine. Just relax." It looked as though he whispered three more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them. Yeah, exactly, Golf. He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring.
Okay, I can understand!
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. Before long, new teams were assembled. Those going to door 5, 7, Snake and Junpei. Math checks out. I don't think we can die from this, did I? I think I'll just... There are 6 different endings, though. So maybe that changed something. Those going to door 4. Lotus, Santa, June, Alice, and Clover. Math, I'm sure it checks out. 7, Snake and Junpei scan their number bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3 asterisks. Alright then, let's go. Junpei glanced around one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the red.
Okay. Please be careful.
Concern was written plainly across her face. Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. With a sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open. Ahead of them, in the small hallway, were the pitiful remains of the 9th man. For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7 too seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized the companions were not following. Okay. Do you intend to kill me? Well, this is it for now. I'm sorry, 3 hours is all that my throat can take with these voices and all this dialogue and talking and stuff. I'll be back not tomorrow, sadly. Tomorrow is my day off this week. I'll be back on Wednesday. It's on the schedule. Same time as today. It's on the schedule. I'd love to see all of you here to keep making decisions and see if we can survive this thing and see how many people can die and blah 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 and all that. As always, especially now because this is a very this isn't a game that most people stream, then it's even harder for me to get. Anyway, I appreciate it even more now because of this choice of game. That I appreciate it even more if you could tell your friends about it or follow me on YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, and that's it. I really appreciate that because that would really help me out. And this game is pretty unknown. It's not like I'm streaming Undertale or something. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'll see you guys in 2 days. Can't wait to continue. And that's it. So please, so that's it. Marco time. Marco.